It's been an interesting conversation about the new rules, about the pace of play. Will be the skipper today. They brought a couple of wily veterans. They've got a couple of prospects, including a cranking. And baseball begins officially with the first ball lined to Boba.
Makes the first out.
Tim Meza lining up the start today in a bullpen day that'll feature.
And he won that MVP in 2015, of course.
3-year deal with the New York Yankees. He'll bounce one deep through, and Donaldson. Here's Willie Calhoun on a 1-year deal with the New York Yankees. A 6-year start. Umpires will watch, and the pitchers, batters, and base runners all have to be aware of.
To be a challenge for pitchers. Just going to have to
on the bases. In the air down corner. That's a fair ball. Taking a couple of bounces and got a good read around second. Motors to third. Meza with a couple in scoring position, working on Andres Chaparro. Even count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Up the middle, threw it across the plate. Here comes Calhoun on a bounce. The throw from Varsho.
In his preparation.
Quick skipper to Bish.
Last year he had 11-4 record between AA and AAA, and he's got a
couple of ticks under 3. He works on Whit Merrifield here in the first inning. Up every day with the Kansas City Royals. A little bit of an adjustment for
what he can do.
Hits that one up the left field line sharply. Little loves to swipe third base. Bo takes a first pitch strike.
Yeah, there's
2. Bichette wraps it sharply to the shortstop. Volpe looks Merrifield. Categories. He'll be
left. Decent.
67 extra base hits a season and lobs it to center. Arms that you expect to be in the bullpen have been here and basically full throttle.
Matt Chapman's made some scoring position.
27 home runs a season ago for Chapman. He was very critical. The 2-2 up the middle, flagged by Bastidas. That'll retire pitcher in camp for Toronto.
Yeah, he sure is.
In Florida, working out, utilizing now at full agreement. Things got a little bit clunky, but finally, now an entire offseason.
Very active all offseason. As they stolen base attempts.
Line past the reach of Chapman. Upples into scoring position. Blue Jays identified something with Romano, feeling that by shift. Lengthy stare back at second. And misses low.
That was in.
Working on it again.
They got him picked off.
Throw down to Chap.
Closed situations. There's the clock. Umpires are still able to use consents. Have control of that.
In front 0-2. The batter has to be ready by the time the timer hits 8. Now you see that leg start to lift.
And the batter is ready.
The 1-0, Bastidas.
According to the home plate umpire. And I checked with the major league official.
Comebacker to Romano. Easy feed for Biggio over to first to retire Varsho. His first at bat this afternoon. Swings territory. Chaparro and the longtime Tampa Bay Ray will turn 33 in April. Today, he told me
surgically repaired last year, but he is really pumped up on how well he
comes for sprints or even the walking around or running from point A to point B, depending on where the drills are. The Blue Jays love the sports science and allowing the players to get involved with what they pick and choose. He makes highlight reel catches, but I asked Bud about his arm and how much of an impact.
It's all about his preparation.
1-1 to Kevin Biggio. Even count on Biggio at 2 balls and 2. Next inning belongs to him. Cue shot on the left side. Bare hand for Donaldson. Put Foreman in the outfield. There's a humpback burst into the spring, cutting the bag at second. Biggio's on his way to third, and the bold right fielder Zach Britton dispersed it back. Didn't slow down in the Arizona Fall League either. He had a tremendous Fall League, going 19 for 40
behind the plate, and he's back in the outfield now.
Pitch is good enough for a call in the second. And he was at the forefront, driving us through this form about all the rule changes and what the umpires are going to encounter.
New rules, you know, we're just trying to stay.
Trouble at the wall. Britton and Kevin Kiermaier as Volpe dives in.
Let's see what we can and can't do.
I know you want to be aggressive on the bases. Are the pitchers going to have a certain
A lot of things that you can do in terms of disrupting the hitter's timing.
He comes with a lot of high expectations, but it seems as though he's in a different spot this spring. What if
focus on the first 3 pitches, 2 out of the first 3 pitches being strikes? You know, you can do that at the top of the zone. About it, you know, this spring, about how last year was obviously really rough with him with the injuries, and there was a lot of.
It's an opportunity to play this way.
Yeah, I think part of that's something, you know, I don't really like giving away free runs. 2 shapes of breaking balls, I think, is going to be great to kind of get hitters off of that same speed from the cutter facet right now. So we're excited with where he is. We really are.
First victim of the spring for Vladimir Guerrero.
I wouldn't mind a water bucket right now. It's hot.
John, when you
yeah, something we came up with a couple years ago, Gil, Kim, and myself, kind of COVID started it, you know, and just work on very specific things. It pays dividends. You know, it also doesn't be like, I don't know, hit an 8th or something.
Or just play him 7 or 8 innings.
Yeah, exactly. Or tell him he's take a year off or do something else. And we started making some phone calls, and, you know, ended up, this was one, and him and I went back and forth for, you know, 4 to 6 weeks, which is different for him. So he's been a real big add for us. And then I think the second thing you say is like, okay, how can we get a little bit better defensively on the bases?
Manager John Schneider joining us in the dugout. John, when you look at your outs, Kevin Biggio or Whit Merrifield out there.
Yeah, if you look at it any given night, you got 3 center fielders out there between, you know, Varsh, and, you know, that is an area that we've definitely gotten a lot better at. But those 3 guys, they're out there. They got just the attention to detail in the way that he would work. And it rubs off on guys too, you know what I mean? So a skill set, it's really unique that he can catch. He can, you know, be really, really good in the outfield. It's, you know, the compete factor that we knew we were getting, the type of pitcher we knew we were getting. But you seeing him in every little detail is going to be magnified. Every little thing counts. So the fact that he's, all right, Nate, make a pitch here. Come on. Oh, Ben, I think, you know, him being here in January, there's 100. Look, I knew what I was doing right there. He's one of the best players in the game. And